Nissan's chairman and CEO started out the presentation talking about the disruptive triangle of autonomous driving, connected cars and services, and electric cars. He discussed four popular predictions. By 2030, 15% of all new cars sold will be fully autonomous. There are none sold today. By 2030, 25% of new cars sold in urban areas will be electric, up from 1% in 2015. By 2030, 25% of all miles driven will be shared driving, for example Uber, up from 4% in 2015. By 2025, virtually all cars will be connected to the internet. He mentioned that there are over 35,000 accidents in the U.S. in 2015, which is increasing due to distracted driving. 90% of these accidents were caused by humans. Nissan plans to deliver 10 models with autonomous capabilities by 2020.
We have tests planned for every level of autonomous drive technology in the US, in Japan, in Europe, and in China. Our goal is to accelerate the time it takes to inject these advancements into the heart of the mass market. In Europe, we've launched a pilot that uses the power of online social networking to pair up compatible owners to part-own a car, which is called the Micro. While we continue to push forward on our autonomous drive strategy, we also are building our leadership in electric vehicles. Since 2010, more than 250,000 Nissan Leafs have been sold, and it is the best-selling EV worldwide. Today, we are announcing that the next Leaf will be coming in the near future with a twist. It will be equipped with our ProPilot autonomous drive technology. Finally, we are taking further steps on connected car technology. The Renault-Nissan Alliance is continuing its partnership with Microsoft to accelerate the development and deployment of advanced connected technology. As one example, today we will demonstrate the potential of Microsoft personal assistant technology, Cortana, to make driving more productive and seamless.
Nissan's seamless autonomous mobility technology was developed with NASA from their years of experience with fully autonomous Mars rovers. It combines cloud-based AI, connected services, and human support, which Nissan claims will allow them to bring fully autonomous vehicles to the market sooner. This technology is meant to handle situations where there is no driver, for example, robot delivery vehicles and shuttles, when the vehicle encounters a very difficult problem. On the left, we have an electrical crew blocked in the lane, and the car needs to cross the yellow line. On the right, we have a construction crew that is attempting to wave cars through, again having to cross the yellow line and wave the cars through a red light.
These and other stories were the inspiration for creating seamless autonomous mobility, or SAM. It's going to make it possible for autonomous vehicle technology to live up to its full potential. SAM will solve the inevitable challenge of what happens when your path gets blocked by unexpected obstacles, such as road construction, fallen trees, broken down vehicles, or anything else that makes us have to circumvent the normal rules of the road. Why is NASA technology the perfect inspiration for solving this challenge? Think about the challenges they need to overcome in exploring distant worlds. These places where detailed maps don't exist. There is no road construction on Mars yet. But there are unforeseen boulders, sand traps, and deep craters that the vehicle can get stuck in. And they do. So not only do rovers need to be autonomous, they also need both the technology and human in the loop to help them navigate those obstacles in hostile environments. And the distances are simply too far away to control their rovers in real time. So NASA monitors and supervises autonomous rovers from millions of miles away. NASA technology enables a human-in-the-loop approach, supporting autonomous rovers at a distance. Large amounts of data are communicated back and forth from the rover to Earth and vice versa. But enough of me telling you, let us show you. As the vehicle drives along, just like in real life, it comes across a situation it doesn't recognize. But the autonomous vehicle sees it as an obstacle in a place it should not be and does not know what to do. The vehicle automatically sends an alert to the mobility manager, telling her that there is an autonomous vehicle that needs support. The mobility manager clicks on the alert to get a better idea of what's going on. And it opens up a second screen where we have access to the autonomous vehicle's LiDAR, cameras, and other onboard tools. The mobility manager analyzes the situation, sees what the obstacle is, and then paints a new path around the obstacle. The path is created in a way that maintains safety for everyone in the area. Once a safe path has been painted, the mobility manager will send the autonomous vehicle on its way. As this is all happening, other autonomous vehicles in the area are also communicating with SAM. The system learns and shares the information. Once the solution is found, it's sent to all the other vehicles. Here we can see another vehicle coming down the same road and approaching the same obstacle. The second vehicle alerts the mobility manager of the obstacle. They analyze the situation, see that it hasn't changed, and send the vehicle on the same path. Mobility continues, order in the universe is restored, or at least along this stretch of the road. This kind of human-machine teamwork is developed from NASA's technology to manage interplanetary rovers. For consumers, this will mean a new ecosystem of mobility that is safer and smarter, more efficient and more exciting. We know from studies that one of the biggest hurdles to driverless vehicles is customer acceptance. Many people told us that they would not take over the wheel if the driverless vehicles met an obstacle it could not navigate. So SAM will provide customers with peace of mind, knowing that while their vehicle remains autonomous, people always stay in the loop. And in the meantime, SAM will rapidly accelerate e-commerce for autonomous deliveries to a range of autonomous services that will improve our lives. SAM is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. Show me an autonomous system without a person in the loop, and I'll show you a system that is practically useless. Because even fully autonomous vehicles will not be able to handle every possible situation they encounter. The world is simply too complex.
Nissan has a 4-stage plan. Stage 1 is what they call ProPilot. It's been sold since August 2015 in Japan, and it's an autonomous single lane on highway autonomous driving where it senses the lane markers and manages the steering and speed, very similar to Tesla's autopilot for single lanes. Stage 2 is multi-lane autonomous driving on highways with the ability to change lanes. That's where Tesla is now with their autopilot. That won't be available until 2018. Stage 3 is autonomous city driving. They plan to have that by 2020. And then stage 4 is fully autonomous driving, and they didn't give a time frame for that.
The Leaf is the best-selling EV in the world. Since 2010, 250,000 have been sold, and they have driven 3 billion kilometers without a major issue with their batteries. That is far enough to make over 6 trip journeys to Mars. And just this past fall, we began sales of a new innovation, the Note e-Power in Japan. The e-Power technology adds a 1.2-liter gasoline engine to charge the battery, so it eliminates the need for an external charger while offering the same high output. In Brazil, we began tests of an e-biofuel cell technology on the road. It runs on bioethanol electric power produced by a solid oxide fuel cell, or SOFC system. It uses bioethanol fuels, including those sourced from sugarcane in Brazil. In the near future, we will introduce a new Nissan Leaf equipped with the ProPilot technologies that have already taken Japan by storm in the arena. This new Leaf with autonomous drive functionality embodies the zero-zero world that we envision, and it is the latest advancement in Nissan intelligent power. We are also making significant advancements to make sure that EVs also provide alternative energy sources for communities. For example, right now in Japan, 4,000 households use their EVs to manage their home energy, and hundreds of EVs power buildings in Japan and Europe. In Maui, 600 leaves help to manage the island's energy. The result? EV owners are benefiting from low home energy costs due to surplus wind energy at night and solar energy in the daytime.
Your CES keynote. I know, I see that in your schedule, but I thought that you could do more demonstrating and less talking.
It's tempting, but...
But I could demonstrate all of the features of autonomous mode. For example, I could bring up your Netflix queue, so you can continue binge-watching Game of Thrones from earlier when you skipped speech rehearsal. After the demonstration, I can reserve parking at the nearest charging station, so I'll be fully charged after your speech.
That does sound tempting, but...
And since my records show that I'm overdue for servicing, on the way back, I can stop by the nearest Nissan service center and confirm they'll have the parts we need in stock.
This is a conversation that any of us could soon be having with our vehicles. It will require not just new technologies, but also a new way of thinking about our vehicles. Instead of seeing cars as simple hardware on rubber that stays more or less the same after you purchased it, we're now thinking of them as dynamic objects that can be improved to meet the changing needs of their owners. Because connectivity and customization go hand in hand.
We see cars as more than mere transportation.
Good morning, Cortana. When will Michelle be back from dropping off the kids at school?
Right about now, Ethan.
We imagine them as true partners.
Bravo. How'd it go dropping off the kids?
Oh, another day, another on-time delivery.
Introducing Microsoft's Cortana,
Yoga at 4, and then we have that dinner at 5:30.
a companion on the road through life. Now imagine staying more connected.
What time's my meeting with Alan?
Your meeting with Alan is at 9 a.m. The venue for your meeting has been updated. Would you like me to reroute to the new location?
Yeah, good plan.
Done.
Imagine doing more.
Ethan, I noticed your car is scheduled for service. Would you like me to make an appointment for you? You have Wednesday and Thursday morning open this week.
Make it Thursday at 8:30.
Your appointment is scheduled.
Nice. Email Michelle, letting her know that I'm going to take her to her favorite breakfast spot after she drops the kids off Wednesday morning.
No problem.
This traffic's a problem?
I see there is a traffic jam ahead due to an accident. It will take 23 minutes longer if we continue as planned. I can reroute you around it and you'll still arrive on time. Would you like me to reroute you through the canyon?
Yes, that's perfect.
May I suggest engaging the sport mode and your favorite playlist?
Absolutely. I like the way you think.
Imagine more driving excitement.
Ethan, there's a new shortcut to the canyon road that will be open tomorrow. I'll update the map overnight.
Got it.
Would you like me to engage Auto Park?
Yes. Thanks, Cortana.
My pleasure, Ethan.
Of Nissan's intelligent mobility technology, creating a world of driving pleasure for everyone. Imagine more.
So, we're working with Bose to imagine the solutions for consumers at each point of this evolution. This means going beyond having a great speaker system to blast your favorite playlist down the strip. Not now, not now, not now. Not now. We're also thinking of audio as a tool to make navigation more intuitive or as an extra set of safety warnings. For example, if something approaches you from the left side of the car, you will hear a warning in your left ear. The system can also control the direction and distance of the sound to generate 360-degree sound field around the driver. Soon, you may be able to play different music for different passengers without the need for headphones.